Sorry, sorry. I was starting, but not really there. The answer to the answer to yeah the answer to that is yeah. Um, I wasn't really I wasn't really wanting to do any more streams because I'm a bit drunk. Because I'm right now in a situation where I do really have to think about how things are going on. Because I have been working on a certain thing for 21 years and I finished it today. I went to my favorite pub and I gave a lot of rounds to everybody. And always, I don't, I don't care drinking with this. It was a beautiful celebration. I mean, I spent 21 years doing my stuff and I finished this morning at 11 a.m. It is unbelievable. It is really unbelievable. I'm so happy you cannot believe. It's a big, it's a real big belief, big release for me. Yeah, I have to be honest. Um, I have to be honest. I'm an artist. You need to be a bit strange to do things that way, to concentrate on something that is maybe not even worth it for other people. But I did it. And actually, I paid a lot of money for that. It was 5 complete years that I've been working on that. So I didn't make any money for those 5 years. Imagine. But yes, no income. I did it because I thought you must do. Actually, um, it is something that my grandmother taught me. Um, every day the sun comes up. She told me that she was, when I asked her how she, how she even got from the Russian part of the World War II front to the German part. How she did that. A lady with two little girls on the right and left hand. How did she get to the western part of Germany? And she said, what did she think about it? I asked her. And she said, I didn't think about it. Every day the sun comes up. And actually, that's my motto. Every day the sun comes up. It's an old story. Anyway, that's not about coding. Yeah, it is. But that's not about coding. My my coding stuff is uh, that in 2004, a customer called me and said, I want to have Excel on the internet. And at that time, I was working with jQuery and John Razik. And as much as I have seen the how you can work with the DOM using jQuery, there was no application structure. So I started working on application structure. How would you organize whatever? And actually, in 2006, I had the first single page application that ever existed. I can show you screen shares. I can show you pictures. Anyway, I had it. Also, the first application that I did was it wasn't a single page application. It was also it did requirement loading on demand. And it had observables, which didn't exist in the internet. So at that point, it was polling observables. Um, so actually, four of, four of the technologies you know nowadays, I had 10 years before. But um, I didn't ever advertise it. I made it official in 2007, yes, but nobody understood it. Um, so I kept working on that. And what I came up with is just like this, for example. Let me see what, yeah, just like the code you see. What do you make out of this code? Yeah, I think so. Not only that I can teach this to a child, to a young person, I've already tried it in enterprise programming. And it was funny. There is some enterprise programming out there where my son's programming is in, and he's not even a programmer. He's just a network specialist. But there was no need to make it better because he already did it right. I mean, this kind of writing code is so easy. It's so unassuming. Let me show you. You would be terrified. This is the page. Let me reload that. Okay. There's 3,000 objects that I just instantiated that are connected to elements, to DOM elements. At the cost of 203 milliseconds for now. I have to tell you, I'm sitting on a workstation. If I would do it on a normal computer, it would be 204 milliseconds. Yeah. And the thing is, it is instant all the way. The point is you can, I mean, that's something that you cannot do in any other framework. You can, if something goes wrong, you can look it up. Like, I can show you. Let's look at the first element. Okay, I grab it, I set it as a global variable. And then let's have a look let's introspect it. Which elements are in there? Which elements are in there? Okay, there is a button element in there. There's a translator in there. I can show you what the translator does. And there's placeholders in there. Because placeholders, click me, 0. Okay, let's do something with it. temp1 dot underscore mc dot translator, because we want to translate something. Probably we want to translate the language, and we want it to be German. Look at the first button that you see there. Plain JavaScript. It's just one thing that my system can do, you know. What I really want to do is I want to give back the freedom. Whatever you have to do with the framework they tell you. What they do not give you is another measure to do things that you cannot do with a framework. That's what I'm working on. A Swiss knife a Swiss knife, so to say, to be able to do anything. This works. This works with React. It works with Angular. In any way, but it is your personal. It is your personal tool belt. This is just one. I'm reading your feedback. Um, it's not only that I can do anything. I can do anything. I just put those Lego stones, those little bricks, those micro components. I put them into the DOM. They are unassuming. No framework knows about them, but they do their thing. That's about it. Oh, and by the way, I've designed that to be cooperative in enterprise process things. Yeah, it's just a second level. Whatever any framework does, this is a second level above it that gives you that gives you all the freedom to do what you want, but it's hovering above the frameworks. And also I can say it can replace React and Angular. Um, don't do HTMX because it is not web compliant. Alpine JS, I do not know actually. But the last sentence you said, you as for front end, you want to spend as little time as possible to get things going. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. And I want it to be as understandable as possible. And this is what I've been working on for 21 years. I'm sorry, I'm a bit biased today. I'm so happy that I finally got to the point. Yeah, after 21 years, yes, I'm allowed to. But there's more to it. I want this. I mean, that's hard to say. Um, this is a, this is a system that is also designed to allow everybody, even even in a on a small computer and on a small place, to work in a big project. The problem is nowadays, if you have a real big development project, um, you cannot you cannot work with somebody who lives in the outmost parts of Nepal, just because he doesn't have the computer. He doesn't have the computer to run all of this. Um, my opinion is whoever is good at his job should be able to work with any project. Point being, without having all this massive development system, just just work with it. Do your special thing. And this is something that doesn't happen nowadays. I mean, if I was in, let's say, central of Africa, I have a real old computer, but I'm really good at doing CSS stuff. I cannot work with a company in the first world. Yeah, absolutely right. I want I want to bring it back to the normal stuff. And um, in fact, this is I actually that's the same that Linux did with Linux. You know, get it back to the basics. You know, um, the idea that, for example, an African country should rely on Google is unbelievable. It's just not right. They should do their own thing. You know, that's what I'm working on. That's that's absolutely my thing. I don't know. The biggest application I ever wrote was 200 kilobytes. I really don't know. Yeah, actually, let's let's pick up Google right here. Uh, okay. Um, Google.com. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, Google.com. And let's do a reload. That to me looks weird. That to me looks weird because what do you need that for? Okay, let's have a look. What do you need? What do you need these for? Unbelievable. That's right. Okay, don't want to see that. Um, that's really, really strange. Yes, I am. Today I am. That's exactly what I arrived today. This one I elevated it to 0 to .1, and I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay to share it right now. By the way, follow me if you want news on that. Oh, I'm so happy that you tell it. I so much saw that people mostly reflect on what they do with React or Angular. Angular. I I really want to I really want to add a Swiss knife that helps you when those frameworks don't work. You would see. By the way, the next things I will do, uh, I have a cooperation with a friend of mine who does modular programming as well. Uh, so I'm gonna stream a little game programming, and he's doing the same with his framework, and I'm happy. I'm very happy about that. I'm German. He's from the Netherlands. He will do it. I'm very happy about that. So now that I have done my thing, and that everything is, at least to my best knowledge, covered. Now I'm gonna do a little fun project, and I'm gonna stream that, of course. Yeah. And there are some people, there are some people around the world that I'm in contact with that really um, want to dig into that to see what it's about, and I'm very very happy about that. Give me a second. I'll be back. I'm back. Do I deserve it? Do I deserve it? I'm just an artist. I'm just an artist that has focused on something special. I do not know whether it helps people. Um, but this is the one thing. This is the one thing. You know, imagine you are dying. You are lying in your last bed. And you think about why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do anything? And if this is your last idea, why didn't I? That's bad. Um, this was my one idea in my lifetime. And now, as of today, as of today, as of today, 11 o'clock in the morning, I did it. It took me 21 years, but I did it. And from now on, I can sleep well. That's the point. From now on, I can sleep well. I do not mind. I do not mind whether this will be a big success or something. I did my thing, I did it, and I do not ever have to think about it. I did it. That's the point. By the way, being German, I get me another beer. Thank you. Hey, Balthasar, if you're if you're really into doing your project, you will do it. I know it. I've got water here also, but it's Sunday evening. The rest of the evening, the rest of the weekend. Yeah. I feel a bit bad because I stole you from the other guy. But I'm so yeah. Actually, yeah, I feel a bit bad, but actually not that much. I'm so much into my own thing right now that I've done my stuff. After 21 years, I got somewhere. Yeah. So I may have to go back to excuse what I did. Yeah. Ah, let's see. Let's see. I'm done. I'm done. My Swiss knife is ready. And yeah, anyhow, yeah. You know what is funny? I started streaming and I thought I was the big guy that knows everything. Actually, actually, I got humbled on my first stream because there was somebody, a guy from Netherlands, that actually knew more about JavaScript than I ever did. So, so I think um, so I think it's not about me uh, telling you what is good because I may be wrong. I can only tell you about what I feel, what it feels to me, what you do, coding wise, um, whether it's right or wrong. I mean, the one thing you learn on a long distance is um, that you feel something is over engineered, over educated, something like that. But being as old as I am, I'm just outdated. See, I may know a lot of things, but most of the things that I know are outdated. I can only tell you, ah, don't don't do it this way. I do not feel right, but I cannot even tell you why. Um, this is something strange, but yes, that's the way it is. I'm not a big guy in knowledge. I'm just a farmer on a very low level, but I like my stuff and I do it. But the big things you must do. Are you still there? Do it. I hope to see you. By the way, let me give you a link. Um, oh, do it easier. Give me a second. Give me a second. I give you a link. pick it up. It's my Discord. Great. It's I'm not doing a lot with Discord, but I know you ain't. That's great. Okay. Hey, have a nice weekend. Rest of the weekend. And yeah, tell me what you do. Yeah, see you.